Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another build video in The Sims 4. So today I'm still working on Willow Creek, but I want to build on one of the empty lots so we don't have an actual renovation today. We're going to be building from scratch. Recently in my Legacy Let's Play, I had a random Sim die in my house. She wasn't a part of the family, she wasn't a close friend, but now I have her tombstone or her urn. Technically it's an urn right now, but it kind of got me thinking, what if we build a graveyard, you guys? I kind of wouldn't mind having a graveyard. So my first thought was this empty lot because I've actually been working on this neighborhood, but I think that it makes more sense to go in the neighborhood with the Goth family. So I think I'm gonna build it right here on this lot. This is 30 by 20 and I kind of have an idea of what I want. I hope this goes fast. Okay, my last build took about 7 hours, so I really hope this is a quick build, but I do kind of have an idea of what I want. I don't have an inspiration picture or anything like that. I'm hoping it'll be pretty simple. I think I have to make this a park though, don't I? Because we don't actually have a graveyard lot type. So let me go on and plug in a park. What all are we gonna need? Playground equipment. Oh no, you guys, that's dark. I don't know if I can do that. That's quite creepy to have playground equipment in the a cemetery, in the local cemetery. I feel like I could manage everything else, like toilet, sink, chest table. A chest table, that's not that weird, but the playground equipment I feel like is a little bit weird. I don't know. Let's just go with it. We'll figure it out. I do want to have an indoor area though, so that's why the bathroom doesn't really bother me, because I'm thinking that most of the lot is going to be tombstones, places that you can put your tombstone. Like right now I only have one. I am going to put some of them down though so that it's filled in, and then if you guys get this off the gallery then you know where they go, if that makes sense. I don't know. I want it to be fully decorated, so I'm going to go on and put down the debug tombstones. But I also want to have an indoor area as well. I want to have an indoor mausoleum type situation. I don't know if I want this to be that long. Hold on, maybe I need to shorten it. I have this really, what I think is a kind of a cool ideal for displaying the urns though. But yeah, I think that's a good start. We may have to alter that a little bit, but also could we do medium wall height or should we do tall? I feel like tall's too much. I think I'm gonna go medium. And then I also want there to be steps leading up to this, so I'm gonna add a little porch and we're gonna put a bit of a foundation, maybe nothing too extra like that. I think I should wait on my roof. Hold on, let me figure out the inside of this because we will need a bathroom. But I was thinking, like, push comes to shove, we could just shove a bathroom like in one of the sides, just a toilet and a sink. But to display the urns, hold on, actually I don't know if I have enough space, you guys. I'm wanting to display the urns in these glass cases, if that makes sense. You guys you'll see it when I make it. Hopefully I can make it and it'll make sense. I feel like I need to add a little bit of space so that I can make this work. I'm gonna stretch these out. Also, maybe I could pull this in like that. Maybe that would help me out a little bit. And then I'm actually going to close in this piece like that. So then I'm thinking that we could close off these into individual tiles. Now there's gonna be 3 of them that are just empty, which I kind of hate the wasted space, but I feel like it's gonna look cool, so I think it's worth it. I'm gonna put a door here so that I remember how tall the Sims are. Okay, and then let me get an urn really quickly. This is the one that you get from the game. When someone dies, it's this size, so that's what I want. I don't want one of these fake urns. Even though the way that I'm planning on doing this, your Sims are not going to be able to actually interact with this urn. These would be urns that you don't want your Sims to be able to mourn them. You know, like my Sim, who isn't important to the family. She's just some random person who died in our house. I mean, I feel like I'm being quite nice because I could just sell it, but I'm not. I'm building a whole graveyard for her, but it doesn't mean that I want to go mourn her. So I don't actually have a good window for what I wanted to do, because what I want is to kind of display it like that. I want there to be glass in front of it and then have the urn up on a pedestal or on a platform. And I need it to actually be a little bit higher than it is. I don't have it high enough, but this is basically what I want. I just want a smaller window, and I don't actually have one because all of my windows actually look like windows, as they should. should. I'm not complaining. I mean, it makes sense. Oh, what if I use one of these, you guys? Forget everything I just said. I don't know what color we should use yet, but oh my gosh, that's so cool. Now I can't remember how much I raised this platform up. I'm just gonna have to wing it. You guys, that's exactly what I wanted. And I was so disappointed when I felt like I wasn't gonna have a window that was gonna work out, but that window is perfect. Didn't we get that from like some kind of base game update? I feel like we haven't always had these windows, but it's nice that they're base game as well. Okay, so we also need to decorate the inside of it, and I'm thinking marble in here just to make it fancy. Do we have any marble wall tile? I know we have floor tile. I don't see any. I was really attached to that as well. I wanted fancy marble on the walls back here. Oh man, okay. I also need a light. This is such a weird way to start a build for me, to go on and start focusing on the details, but I just wanted to make sure that it would work. I can do the marble floor tile though. I can go on and do that. We do have the vampire stone that we could use that as the wallpaper. I feel like we're gonna be using some vampire stuff, although this isn't gonna be a super creepy graveyard. Because it's in Willow Creek, I want it to be a neighborly graveyard, you know, a family-friendly graveyard. I don't want it to be Vlad creeping around kind of graveyard, vampires and gargoyles and all that creepy stuff. I want it to just be like a community cemetery. I'm actually thinking that we could swap to Spa Day. That has a kind of fancy look about it. It's not marble, but it looks nice. Okay, so now I have my little decoration sorted out. I know that it'll work, which makes me feel better. I'm not totally sure which swatch we're gonna go with for this window, but that is sorted out. So let me jump back to the exterior now. Also, I think it would be cool if we had that on both sides of the mausoleum. I bet it's not gonna look good with the walls down though, is it? No, it's not. It's gonna look ugly, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because I'm attached to that decoration, you guys. I wanted to do that ever since I decided to do a cemetery graveyard thing. That's what I wanted to do inside the mausoleum. And plaques. I want to put wall plaques up as well next to it, like a little name. I think that would be cute. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I got to focus on the outside of the build. I do kind of want a really tall fence, but I don't know if I'm going to have one that I like. I feel like, hear me out, because I know it's weird, but I feel like there is the potential that romantic garden would be a good pack for this. I know it's a cemetery, but it's kind of got this overgrown look about it with all these plants, and I don't know, you guys, I'm feeling like I may lean heavily onto romantic garden. There's also a bunch of statues, but they're not creepy statues like the gargoyles. They're nice, happy statues, so maybe they would look good here. I need to get rid of this mailbox. Nobody here is gonna be needing mail. Oh, I do want a big fancy gate though. I did want that, like the vampire's gate. In that case, the vampire's gate would be really nice. Is it a bit too much with the romantic garden stuff though? I mean, let's see. I can change the swatch from black to white, or we have this color. This is nice. It's got a bit of a creepy little gargoyle face, but we can overlook that. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't look great with that fencing. Maybe I need to change the fencing. Do I even have fencing that matches that gate? I don't though. The vampire's railing is a lot shorter than that. We do have this one. This is quite tall though. You know what? I'm gonna just try to stick with romantic garden and we'll see. We might have to get rid of that gate before it's over. For the walkway leading up to the mausoleum though, I don't want to use marble because this is going to be outside. I want to use something a little bit more exterior. I don't know what I'm trying to say. The thing about these little urn decorations that I have, these display boxes, it sounds creepy when I say urn decorations, but the thing about that is that I can't put a window here because it's all closed off, so it would look bad. Should we do the vampire's door as well? I said I wasn't going vampires, but guys, it looks good for a cemetery. It makes sense. And also we need some stone to go on the outside of it. And I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna use. Probably vampires. We could also use this plaster though. I kind of want something dark and gloomy though. We're probably gonna have to go vampires. We can at least put some windows by this door. I do have the stained glass option. We do have the vampires option, of course. Maybe I don't want the vampire's door anymore. I don't don't know, you guys. What about high school years? I feel like that's an odd choice, but just to bring it back down from all the vampires, dark and gloomy stuff, I feel like we could possibly go high school years. And then I feel like I'm gonna get rid of the gloomy windows as well. And what about growing together? I feel like it's strange, but think community cemetery, not creepy haunted cemetery. We do need some columns though. I feel like get together is definitely an option. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna keep looking. I like it. I'm gonna commit to it. I think I'm just gonna do these, what are these called? Half-hipped roofs. I think I'm gonna do that on both of these sides. And then we could do the hipped roof right here in the middle. Hold on, I need to make these smaller. Like that. Okay. So this is the first house that I'm doing in this day. It's not a house, but this is the first build that I'm doing in this neighborhood. So I don't really have a roof style picked out, which means I can just do whatever I want with this one. I mean, technically I can do that anyway, but I think I kind of like this blue. Do I? I feel like it's either this one or I have this one, and I don't know. This one's too scaly. It reminds me of a mermaid right now. I don't feel like it fits into my cemetery. I don't like the blue. I mean, we have this pinkish one. We also have black, but it's very dark. I would love a gray, but I do not have one. So blue is the closest I'm gonna get to gray. Now I'm not sure if it's creepy enough. I feel like it looks like too nice. It looks like a nice little schoolhouse or something, probably because of the high school years door. But now I just have to figure out what am I gonna put over here because I can't put windows there. Also, could we put some little lights maybe above the windows? Not the high school years ones. Maybe this one. Oh yeah, I like this one better because it's kind of chunky. How about flowers, guys? How do we feel about flowers? Is it creepy to have flowers under the windows? I feel like the ones that I have would be slightly too happy for the cemetery because I was thinking specifically of the seasons flowers, these right here. Oh no, this isn't seasons, this is cats and dogs. Anyway, I feel like maybe possibly a little bit too cheerful, but I don't hate it, you guys. I don't hate it. I actually kind of like it. I'm going with it. Now, I still don't know what we're gonna do on these walls, but maybe we could start laying out a few tombstones and maybe some landscaping as well, because I feel like that always helps me. Once it's landscape, it starts feeling like the build is coming together. We could make it a bit overgrown right here at the entranceway. I kind of like that. Okay, but what kind of flowers are we gonna do? It looks like we have these little white flowers. I do actually like those if I can find them. We do have some ivy from high school years. That would look kind of cute on these other sides of the build. I'm gonna pull that out because I will not be able to find it later if I don't. I just found this white flower over here. This one, I've been looking for it through this whole menu. I've looked through the menu like twice, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot. And I finally found it. And the reason I kept overlooking it is because the first swatch is this one instead of the lighter one. And so I kept thinking, oh, I found it. And then I click on it and then I'm like, no, it's not that. And yeah, it was. But these are nice. I like these little white flowers. So there's my little entranceway. I feel like it's kind of creepy. Oh, maybe we need like some lights there though. I kind of like this little light from base game. I'm just gonna tuck a couple of those around. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not gonna landscape every single bit of it, but then over here, I do feel like we need a little bit of stuff over here. And I pulled out this flower box from the debug or live edit one because I felt like we could use that. We could just place 4 of them. I mean, is that too much though? But I feel like that little area needs a little bit of decoration. It needed something. I don't know how I feel about it. We may delete that later. Okay, so in the back, we're gonna take a detour because I'm not done with the landscaping at all, but I want to take a quick little detour back here because I'm thinking that we could have another little staircase coming out over here on this side of the build, on the back side, because, oh, it let me copy my foundation that time. That's nice. But number one, I feel like it would be nice since this whole thing is kind of gated if your Sims wanted to come out over this way, like if you saw a collectible or you wanted to go grill or fish or something, it would be nice to be able to just swoosh out the back and not have to go all the way around the front again if your Sims were actively in here. I say this like people are actually gonna bring their Sims here routinely. Probably not, because it's a cemetery. But still, just in case you had a Sim and you were playing here and they got hungry and they needed to go eat, they needed to go grill a burger really quick, I'm gonna do a door back here. Also, it kind of simplifies the decorations back here as well, because I can just do the same thing that we did on the front. Okay, so there we have the back of the mausoleum, so your Sims can make a quick escape. But also the second thing, I have a second thing, and that is that it's a bit weird, but with it being a community lot, I was thinking about putting a woohoo spot, because isn't there something like some kind of achievement that you can get that you have to woohoo with a ghost? Or am I just dreaming that? Can you, is it even possible to woohoo with a ghost? I have a couple of gloomy Sims right now, and they constantly want to go mourn the dead. And in that particular Let's Play, I don't have any dead for them to go mourn because I'm in the first and second generation. But if you do have a gloomy Sim, they will want to go mourn the dead sometimes. And if you are trying to complete their whims, or you want to complete that whim, you kind of need somewhere you could go do that. And so if they were at the cemetery and then they had someone that they wanted to woohoo with, then they would have a woohoo bush. That's my reasoning. I can place another window over here, but I want the growing together. I want this one. What about some ivy from high school years? Just make it look kind of cute. I'm gonna put some more grass back here, but if it stops the function of the woohoo bush, I'll have to get rid of it. I don't know. I'll have to check that. Okay, what else do I need, you guys? Playground. I still got to deal with the playground equipment. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do about that. Technically, I could also grab some playground equipment to fulfill the requirement, and then I could size it down really small and kind of hide it somewhere else. Maybe that's what I should do. It wouldn't hurt anything, I guess, to have a little monkey bar out here. It's weird, but it wouldn't be the worst thing. Okay, here's how the back is looking right now. I got the landscaping done. It's kind of minimal, but I'm thinking before I move back to the front, what if we used some of these fountains from the romantic garden stuff pack? We could put 2 of them just for decoration. It does kind of still look like a gargoyle, doesn't it? I don't know. It's in the back of the build. We might do something different for the front of the build, but I feel like it kind of works, you guys. It kind of helps this area. And then I was thinking right here in this corner, we could do a bench, because we have to have 1 park bench. We have to have 2, but we could start out with just 1. We could put 1 right here, or we could kind of put it in the corner like that. We could do that over here too. We could get rid of our bench requirement. I've pulled out the monkey bars. It's kind of creepy to have it at a cemetery, but I think it's fine. You guys, I'm not gonna worry about it. It's fine. I think I'm just gonna kind of put it over here in the corner, and it's The Sims. It's weird, but it's fine. All right, so we're getting closer to actually putting the little graves up, but I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with the front of this build. I don't think I like the ivy over here. I think I'm gonna get rid of that, but I have to figure out something to put on the front of this build. I mean, we could do the fountains again and then just decorate around it. I think that's good. I want to get everything in place before I start doing the graves. So we also have to have a patio table and outside patio chairs. Oh, the park bench counts for that. I could just do a couple more benches somewhere up here. I don't know where, but we'll just do that. I think we also just need a chest table, and then I'll have to grab a sink as well. Actually, you know what? I could get rid of the benches because we can use the chairs to go around the chest table. Yes, we're good. We just need a sink now. We're good. So the requirements are done. I feel like I've gotten to the point of the build where I don't really know what I want to do now. I'm just kind of staring at the build, wishing it would build itself. This would be a good place to do the wishing well. I don't really have anywhere else that I feel like I would put it other than maybe the park. So we could do it here. It's not got the nicest swatches, to be honest. Actually, I don't know where I would put him. If it didn't have a face on it, it wouldn't be so bad. But no, we're not gonna do that. I don't like that. We could put the chess table up here. I do feel like we could use some kind of a fountain though, right here by the chess table. It would be kind of nice. Maybe this one. It's kind of a lot, but it's nice as well. It's not terrible. It's not bad. All right, and then I just have to put this picnic table somewhere. I'm gonna put it over here by the monkey bars, and then we'll put some flowers on top of it. That's cute. Okay, so now it's time to actually start putting in the little graves. Finally, I'm not totally sure which tombstone I'm supposed to use. Oh, not that one. That one disappeared. This one, I guess. Why is it when you put it on a floor, it turns into an urn, but you put it on the grass, it turns onto a tombstone? I didn't realize that. Okay, never mind. That clears that up because I don't know what this situation is, but it's this one that I need to use. I guess I can go on and kind of place my tombstones around first though before I start raising up the ground, because I want to do a tiny little ground raise and then paint it with dirt and all that stuff. Should we just do 3? What I want is if I'm playing with this, or if you guys are playing with this and you have these tombstones, but these tombstones don't belong to any sims, so when you have a tombstone or an urn that you want to add to the game, to the cemetery, then you would come here and then you would go into build mode and like delete this tombstone and then put your own tombstone out there. I don't want to use too much move objects and I don't want to use the tool mod. I got to keep it pretty tame. There is a debug object from vampires that I want, because if I can find it, I think it will keep me from having to actually use the terrain tools. I always have a bit of trouble finding it, but it's kind of like a mound of dirt. I don't know where to look for it. That's the thing. I don't know where it is, but I know it's in vampires. I know it is. I've used it before. Oh, I forgot about spider webs too. We could do some here it is. Oh yes, you guys. It actually is supposed to look like a grave, and that would help me out so much. I could still use a little bit of dirt around them, but it would help me not actually have to use the terrain tool to raise the ground, because I'm not good at that. It's definitely creepier now, for sure. Maybe I should use the terrain tool, but I don't want to. I think I'm just gonna go over it all with some dirt. Also, I kind of want to add some flowers to the grass before I do that. Just a little bit. That may be too much. I feel like the vampire's object, this little grave thing, I feel like outside of the vampire's world, it kind of looks a little bit cartoonish, like a little Scooby-Doo, but I really don't feel like I can do any better, you guys, or I would try, but I don't. I feel like, though, genuinely, this is kind of destroying the vibe of my little cemetery. All the graves are ruining the vibes of my cemetery, you guys. Hold on. I don't like those flowers either. I gotta get rid of that. All right, that's how we're looking. What if we found some flowers? I feel like this is the best flower option, but we could also do these tulips and just like random graves. We could put some tulips in the ground. I can kind of push it into the ground using the tool mod, and it would look like that. I'm not gonna do it on every single one of them though, just a few. Honestly, you don't even really notice them. You can barely tell they're there. I think that's it for the exterior. So now we need to go into the interior, and I think for the walls, I'm gonna use the same kind of brick. I guess we could do the spa day stuff. We could do that. So now that I'm in the interior, I'm realizing that I had no plan for the interior other than the little urn displays, so I gotta figure it out now. I gotta come up with something. I wouldn't mind having a few of those romantic garden statues in here, because I didn't use any on the exterior. And then I put a little bathroom over here. I gotta put a bathroom over here anyway. I made a little space for a bathroom. That's what I'm trying to say. I realized that I didn't actually have a spot once I put these windows here, because I was going to close off this 3 tile space and put a bathroom there, but I messed that up. I messed up my own plan, so now I gotta do it right here. But it's gonna be really simple. I'm just gonna do a toilet and a sink. I feel like we still need a mirror as well. I'm gonna put a mirror in here and some soap, but no toothbrushes. Usually I would put toothbrushes on the sink, but that is unnecessary here. We'll also put some little hand towels by the sink. Oh no, this area messed up my wall. Oh, I forgot toilet paper roll too. And I know it's a community lot, but I'm gonna put a medicine cabinet back here just for decoration, just because that wall's a bit empty. Now I gotta pick out a door for this and a painting. We need a painting back there. I guess I could just do the bathroom door. It's not very nice looking though, kind of ugly, but at least people will know what it is. What kind of painting shall we use in our cemetery bathroom? We could do the tragic clown, but no, no. We'll do something fancy. I feel like this is a nice place. We'll do something nice like this one. This is an expensive painting. Okay, that's sorted out. So this is officially a park. All the requirements are done. We are good. Now we do need something over here. I was thinking that some window coverings would kind of help decorate a little bit, because there's not going to be a lot of decoration to add to this lot, but we could do some kind of window coverings, like something elegant, I feel like. We could do cats and dogs, I guess. It's not really elegant. It's not what I was going for. What about this one? Hold on. This one's kind of nice, this base game one. But I was also thinking we could do an accent table here that will put some flowers on it, but then you could also swap it out to an urn as well if you wanted to. And then if you came into the game, you would just jump into build mode, delete the flowers, and then you could put your urn there. You probably could put it there next to the flowers also. Let me see. Yeah, you could. Okay, so you got 2 slots. You could put urns on both sides of the flowers. So I think that's gonna be that hallway, except I said I was gonna do plaques, didn't I? And I'm kind of thinking the one thing that I have that will work for that is this get together. I don't know what it is, but to me it looks like a plaque, and it looks like it's kind of got words on it, like little names or something. So I'm just gonna size that down, and then I'm gonna place it right next to our little urn display, and I'm gonna do that over here also. Actually, I might need to change the swatch of this stuff because right now I have a very light theme. We do have a white. Oh yeah, that's perfect. We have gold. The gold's actually kind of nice. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so that hallway is done. I'm gonna do the same exact thing on this other side with the same accent table and everything. We do need some kind of curtains over here as well. I wonder if these would work. No, they wouldn't because they kind of go into the wall. Can you tell though? Yeah, you can. All right, well, we need something to match that though. I do need something similar to that. Which we could do these high school years shades. I think I'm gonna go with that. I also am kind of thinking that we need something up above these doors, and I don't know what we're gonna do up above that door, but over here, because this is what you would see when you enter into the mausoleum. I was thinking, once again, we can go to high school years. It's getting a bit weird that I'm using so much high school years for this cemetery, but I was thinking we could kind of put this here to look like a sign telling you, I guess, where you're at or something like that. That kind of blends in with the wall, but it adds a little bit of decoration. Also, what about some candles? We could do growing together. Yes, I like that, you guys. Okay, but we still need more decoration. And also, should I lower those lights a little bit? I feel like they're a bit high right now. I'm not sure. The high school year sign, I'm not sure that that's working, but I don't currently have any other ideals for that, so I'm not gonna think about that right now. We do have these 2 statues. I said we could use those, but what else are we gonna put in here? I don't know. I was just so dead set on having my urns displayed that now I don't know what else to do. I think there's a seance table in the paranormal stuff pack, which I don't actually have right now, but if you guys had it, you could put it right here, right in the big opening. I feel like that would be perfect. There's some stuff pack that you can do seances and stuff, right? I feel like that would be cool. Possibly some of the Realm of Magic stuff as well would look cool in here, but then it starts looking spooky. I think for right now I'm just gonna keep it kind of minimal, because for me this is just a place that my Sims can come get rid of unwanted urns and tombstones, and they can mourn the dead if they want to while they're here. The only thing I can really think of is if we were to grab one of those big round dining tables. I feel like Horse Ranch is a nice one. I kind of hate to just throw one Horse Ranch object in here at you guys though, so maybe not. Maybe I'll just do this base game one. I'm gonna put it right in the center of the room, and then I was thinking that we could also do like a little guest book. We could have one of these little journals just for decoration, but we can have that laying here. And the feather pin. I think I need to change the swatch of the journal. I'm not loving the pink. I think I'm gonna go to blue. Then maybe a really big rug. We could do growing together again. I ended up using a lot of growing together for this, but I'm trying to think of what other kind of decoration we could use, and I just can't really think of anything. I mean, I do have these pedestals from vampires. I could get rid of this guy. I like this statue better, so I could delete him and I could put a pedestal up and put some more urns up, I guess. But that basically would leave us just figuring out this area. We could, of course, do another pedestal and another urn. I do feel like we could do a coat rack. I feel like a coat rack is appropriate clutter. We could do that. But what are we gonna put above above the door? I cannot think of anything, you guys. We do have these things from for rent. I guess we could do like 2 of those. I don't really know what this object is. Maybe just 1 of them. I feel like 2 is weird. And you know what? I think just 1 more pedestal. We could change it up. We could do a different one. And of course, 1 more urn. And I think we're done. I don't love the inside of it. And it's because of, right now, it's because of this. I could do this curtain. I mean, it's a bit weird, but it is kind of elegant. I don't think curtains stop your Sims from being able to come into the door. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. And right now, I feel like that's enough. That's enough of a reason to go with it. I think I'm done. I don't know how everybody else is gonna feel about it, but I feel like the inside of it is what I wanted it to be. I do kind of feel like the outside of it is a bit cartoonish because of the vampire's object, but the inside, this little area right here, this is exactly what I wanted to build, and I'm so happy with the way it turned out. So I don't know, I feel like this is perfect for what I want in my gameplay. I hope you guys like it as well, but I think we're done. So let me know what you guys think about it down below in the comments. I do always love hearing from you guys. It's okay if you don't like it as well, that's totally fine. But thank you guys so much for watching as well and hanging out with me, and I will see you very soon with another renovation, probably another renovation, but that's all for today. Actually, I might be building with the new pack. I don't know yet. I don't have any ideas for what to build with that pack, so I'm not sure. But either way, I'll see you guys soon. But that's all for today, so bye guys.